Alright, this morning I haven't done a video in a long time, I know, but this is a video about how to build a frame for a 100 or 200 watt solar panel, or maybe even other size solar panels, using a 24 by 36 inch sign holder that you can get off of Amazon for like $35. The sign holder comes with a whole bunch of parts. You have to put it together, but everything you need except for maybe some nuts and bolts is in the kit. So let's start out by looking at how I built this, or what I built, and then I'll go over the parts and pieces. First thing is, you can see here that I used this is just a regular 1/4 bolt. I drilled a hole in the side of this solar panel, and you can see there's a line. If you drill a hole in the solar panel, you definitely want to stay either exactly on center of that line or on this side of the line. Don't go any further than the center with a 1/4 bolt. You may have trouble getting a washer on the other side. I had to shave this washer down to get it to fit properly. But you can see the inside here. So it's 1/4 bolt, washer, lock washer, 1/4 nut, tighten down. Then this is a washer. These white things are some Teflon washers that I got. I have no idea from where. I hoarded them for years and now finally have a use for them. And then another washer, and then this is a 1/4 nylock nut. And the reason you want a nylock is you want to be able to tighten the bolt just enough to hold it snug, but you can still easily rotate this when you go to fold it up. This right here, this hinge, came with the sign unit. There are 2 of them. Technically you only need 1. If you wanted, you can do 2 solar panels with 1 sign kit, or you can just use both of them for 1. However, there is a problem with doing that. The solar panels, they're, depending on which way you're looking at it, if you're looking at it from the back, they're both left-handed hinges. I heated mine up. I took out the center rivet, reversed them, heated mine up, pounded this back to the other side, and now I have a right-handed hinge. And now I have a right-handed hinge. It's a bit stiffer, and but it works perfectly fine. The other side, it's exactly the other side is exactly the same. Everything. And then at the base, I did what you see here. I used some pop rivets. I cut this notch out here so that when it folded up, it is more flat, but the problem is that this is really flimsy. So I'd probably come up with a better way of doing that. I'd probably reverse it. Like this. Instead of doing it like that. Just to give it a little more stability. Another part that came with the kit is this strap. Once I had the unit completely together, I found the center of gravity, the balance point, marked it, and then I put the strap there, so when you carry it by the strap, it doesn't tip forward or back. Let me fold it up and show you how compact it is. So you can see that everything folds up nice and flat. It should, I haven't actually tried it yet, but it should fit in the original packing material, the original box, so you can store it someplace, keep it out of the light. You just can't use the foam that's in it, or at least not easily. So let me get this out of the way, and I'll go over the parts and pieces and things you have to do to use them. Alright, first off, I went into a CAD program and I did some calculations on the angle I want this to be tilted back. Ideally, you want your solar panel to be pointing at the sun as straight on as you can possibly get it. It's not super critical, but I try to get it close. In my case, where I am, that's 33 degrees. Then I had to figure out where to put the hinge, and this hinge in this picture is not in the correct place. There's a trick to putting the hinge in place. Let me get the other drawing. Okay, so you'll notice how this is the original location, and this is actually a drawing for the other panel. I have some extra hinges, and I'm going to use those because there's only 2 hinges in this kit and I have 2 solar panels. But you can see, notice how this triangle is shorter on one side. If you get it in the proper location, then this side and this side will be the same length. You may have to fiddle around with this if you don't have a CAD program to figure it out. But the best way to probably do it would be to get the hinges on, get it at the exact angle you want using an inclinometer, which, by the way, you can get one for your phone and use that as an inclinometer. Figure out how many degrees, then set this, and then take your hinge. But there is a trick to these hinges. When you use them in this manner, you want them to fold up, not down. I mean, you could probably fold down, but I want both of mine to fold up. The holes have to line up exactly next to each other. So when you fold it, the 2 pieces of metal, where these screws go through, when this piece of metal is folded over, the screw holes will line up. So what I found is when I get this as close as I can get it, is I install the screw or the hinge on this one first, and then fold it up, and then put the hole that I drilled for this one through the solar panel, once again trying to be above the center line. Some caveats of using these hinges that come with it is there's not a lot of space in them. So either you're going to have to stretch them apart, or you're going to have to do something like countersink them, or use very, very flat rivets. Like on this side, I used countersink screws, and I had to countersink this. But on this side, I had messed up, and I had countersunk the wrong side. So I instead used really, really thin rivets. All right. So the parts you'll use on the solar panel, if it's a 200 watt, are the four sides, and these are what they look like. When you get them, they will be joined together with a hinge, and you'll have to remove the hinge, you'll have to drill out the rivets. It seems like these holes are about, I used a 3/16 inch drill bit and just drilled it until the heads popped off. I had to pull up on the hinge to get some leverage, because they'll want to spin. And I found that when you're drilling them out, if you do this kind of motion while you're drilling, and you have to drill at high speed, that it will spin less and you can eventually get through it. Once you harvest your hinges, you'll notice that there's this lip here, and that's where you would put your sign. And the way that's held on is with some spot welds. There's a spot weld here, and then there's like several on the side. What I found is you get a Dremel, and you try your best to wear away at this one, and then on this edge, by the way, these plastic pieces pop out pretty easily. Once you pop them out, you can work on removing this spot. When you remove the two edge spot welds, you can actually take this piece, pry up on it, and just kind of carefully bend it back and forth, and these other spot welds will just break. Because you can see that's what happened here. There's the spot welds. They just come off. You might have to straighten the edges, because this is really soft metal. Once you do that, then you'll have your side pieces. For the brace on the back, I just used one of these. I may end up using another one and put a double brace on mine, but you can use this for the brace. But if you have a 100 watt solar panel that's 21 inches wide or thereabouts, you might be able to use these cross braces, because they're 22.5 on this version, and they have nuts built into them, which they give you a pile of these metric bolts, so you can actually make a cross brace out of that if you wanted to, although it would get in the way with folding it up properly. Or you could even use, you could use this on, if you wanted to, I like my solar panels in portrait mode, because they take up less space when you have them set up someplace. But if you want yours in landscape horizontal, you can just shave your sides down. One thing you may want to do is, what I did is I cut some tubing, or you can use some kind of spacer to strengthen these, so when you crank down on them, you tighten them, you don't collapse this. This is very soft metal. But I used some aluminum tubing to give mine a little bit of strength. Let's see. All right. So I'm going to start working on the second panel, and when I'm done with that one, I will continue this video. Okay, I apologize for the sound in the background. My neighbor's pool motor is on, and I can't do much about that. This is the second panel completed, and as you can see, it has a different hinge, and because I ran out of these Teflon washers, I used a nylon washer on this one, and the cross brace is the angle iron, but I did not cut the notch out. I also fixed my other one, and it no longer has that cutout in it, so it's much sturdier. I installed this plastic foot on the side to give this stability when it's being stored. This is the side that would be down, and there's a good sized gap in there, and I didn't want it kind of getting bent up. And you can see that on this one is sideways, and if you look down there, let's see if I can zoom in, you can see I've got the rubber foot there to give it a bit of a gap. Alright, so I'm going to get these into boxes, and I'll be back. Alright, as you can see here, I've got it in the box. It doesn't sit all the way in, it does stick out a little bit, and I took the pad, and I've got that in front of the glass of the panel to protect it in storage. But that is basically how you can add a stand to your solar panel using an A-frame sign. That's it. Thanks for watching.